back, ladies and gents. This is more of an N-Gage update than anything else. We're away in Bournemouth at the moment. We're hoping to get back tomorrow, do a live and an episode coming towards the end of the week. But in the meantime, we've got a bit of an update on John's N-Gage layout. You can see here it's the actual original layout, which I think is about a 5x4 or a 4x4 board. Absolutely stunning. Everything he's done from himself from scratch. And then it's going into his new expansion, which is going to take the entire thing to about 13 feet long. He has got another video just after this one, and he goes into a lot more detail of it. So I'll shut up, let you have a look at this, and then let John take over in describing what he's going to be doing.
Hi guys, we're looking at the extension on the existing layout, which is 5 foot by 4 foot, and we've added 8 foot by 4 foot, giving us 13 foot overall. And what I've tried to do is to extend this outer loop so we can actually see more of the train. So it's got quite a long old run on it now, and originally all you could really see was from this point to that point over there, and the centre loop is literally looped just around over the viaduct. So what I've done is I'm going to extend that down here, down an incline, and take it around from this point around here somewhere, back up, and then connect it somewhere over here. So it gives that top loop a good run along with the outer loop. And within it, what I'm going to do, I love running shuttles, so we have 3 tracks here which are currently shuttles. These shunters run from here all the way over to there, and then we have the rail car here that runs around through the tunnels at the far end and reappears here, and they constantly just run backwards and forwards on their own. Then up on the top deck there's a tram that runs along over the top of the viaduct, which I'm going to extend out to a tram station and a coach station. And then next to there, in that section there, will be another block of the terraced houses. And what I want to try and do here is to cut this out into a stepped quarry with a lake here and a shuttle running from a station here. I'm going to insulate the track there so I can run 2 shuttles either way. One shuttle coming this way through the bridge under there to the lake, and then a similar one coming around ending up the other side of the lake, and these will just constantly shuttle backwards and forwards. And then the reason I've put this polystyrene down on the centre deck is I want to build this up. Going to forget this track here. I'm going to run a road through here to the lake, and then build up this side here, that side there, build those up, get a pub, a couple of houses, a farm, so on, just to build that out. I want this part of the layout to be really scenic. This bit here, I'm not overly certain what I'm going to do with this yet. I've just put the blocks there, because I like using polystyrene. As you can see across the back, it's all polystyrene as well. And the polystyrene starts off looking like that and ends up looking like this, which I think is quite realistic, and it's relatively easy to do. And once you dress it with trees and goodness knows what, it does actually come up quite nicely. But the downside of the existing layout is there's a lot of movement, a lot of shuttle movement, but you don't get to see much of these 2 outer loops running, and this top loop was really quite short. So now they're being extended down to that run, you actually get a lot more running time on this outer loop and this loop here. This centre loop is going to stay where it is, and this one runs round the existing layout twice. I may extend it onto that one, but I'm not certain. I've not quite worked that one out yet. But the idea is, this is quite densely populated. I want this to be very scenic and not too track heavy, but very scenic heavy, which at the moment it's very flat, and I'm not a great lover of flat. As you can see on this one, there's lots of different levels as you move through. We start off at the ground level across here with this raised loop, and then the raised block at the back. So it's constantly stepping up as it goes away from your eye line. With this one, at the moment it's looking incredibly blocky. But once I build some height into it here, and some height the other side of this polystyrene base, and build up the backs, I'm going to get lots of different heights and levels, and the road will be recessed into this. This will obviously come up a bit. So it really is a work in progress, and I don't use track plans. I like how it looks, and I try and get the track to fit the scenery as opposed to the scenery to fit the track. Maybe the wrong way round, but it's how my brain works. So I think once I've got this centre loop down and running, I need to work out how to get it back up, but I just don't want to repeat this incline here. I want to take it around and work something out with it over that side of the board to give me some more elevation, so that I'm stepping away from this low level to this level to that level up to that level, and see where we run with it. But once this gets cut out into a quarry, it'll be low at the front, then step, step, step up to there in a horseshoe shape with a lake down here, which I think is going to give it a lot of depth and a lot of texture. So as you look at it from this direction, you see something. As you come down here and look at it this direction, you see something different. So it's constantly giving up bits of the layout as you look at it from different angles, which I think is quite important. I need to dress up these. Now I've chopped through here, because this used to be, obviously this track was never here. It used to go here and go around through this little culvert here. So I think it's a work in progress. It'll probably change, but we'll see how we go. Hope you've enjoyed it.